We lost a giant of music. Jimmy Cliff, the man whose voice carried the sunshine, struggle, hope, and spirit of Jamaica to the world, has passed away at 81. His wife, Latifah Chambers, confirmed that he died on November 24, 2025, following a seizure and complications from pneumonia. Today, we remember not only his songs, but the life, the journey, and the enduring flame he leaves behind. Why Jimmy Cliff was more than just a singer. Born James Chambers in St. James, Jamaica in 1944, Cliff rose from humble beginnings, singing in church choirs, selling newspapers on the street, dreaming of a future beyond cane fields and doing what everyone else did. As a teenager, he moved to Kingston, immersing himself in the city's vibrant music scene. He adopted the name Cliff, a symbol of his ambitions. Over decades, his voice crossed oceans. From Jamaica to London, from Brazil to Africa, bringing reggae and its message of resistance, hope, love, to the world. Alongside Bob Marley, Jimmy Cliff is perhaps the artist who did the most to bring reggae music to the world. Both through international hits such as You Can Get It If You Really Want, I Can See Clearly Now and Wonderful World, Beautiful People, and his starring role in 1972's The Harder They Come, a film and its accompanying soundtrack that turned an entire generation on to reggae. In 2012, Mojo's Lois Wilson sat down with the reggae icon to discuss his remarkable life and career. In tribute to Cliff, who has sadly passed away at the age of 81, we've republished the interview in full. Jimmy Cliff takes Mojo's hand in both of his, and in a low, soft voice, as if he's about to confide some big secret, he says, "I've got my talking head on. I hope you're ready for some stories." He chuckles at the thought, then leads us over to a quiet corner spot in the otherwise bustling restaurant in the Royal Garden Hotel in Kensington, where he's been staying for the past 2 days, on a part holiday, part promo trip. "It's been good," he says, "but I'm looking forward to taking it easy when I get back." Back being Paris, one of 3 home cities he resides in these days. The others being Miami and Kingston, where he's lived since he was 14. He recorded his latest album Rebirth in Los Angeles with Rancid's Tim Armstrong. It sees the singer return to the soulful roots reggae style of the 70s. To remind people where reggae came from, and that it is still around, he says. It can still be important, it can have a message. Because we need music to have a message right now. The man born James Chambers is dapperly attired, in a bright yellow long-sleeved top emblazoned with the Lion of Judah, and his name above it, black jeans, a backwards-turned brown suede cap, red and brown diagonally patterned socks, and red embroidered slip-ons. He looks much younger than his 63 years. The secret, he says, with a lazy grin, is a sunny outlook, exercise, and healthy eating. "I don't eat meat. My only vice is coffee." He orders a triple-shot cappuccino as if to prove the point. It aids the thinking, we've got a lot to get through. The sound, songs that spoke to generations. Your source already captured much of Cliff's musical journey. The early hits, his breakout in London, his acting debut in the film The Harder They Come, 1972, and his commitment to message music. Tracks like Wonderful World, Beautiful People, Many Rivers to Cross, You Can Get It If You Really Want, and Vietnam became global reggae anthems. His 2012 album Rebirth, produced with punk rocker Tim Armstrong, returned him to his roots. The music reaffirmed that reggae isn't just nostalgia. It remains alive, relevant, and necessary. But his story didn't end there. Recent years, voice, vision, and new work. In 2022, Cliff released his latest album, Refugees, a powerful statement inspired by global humanitarian crises. It was his first album in more than a decade, and reflected his deep concern for what's happening all over the globe, including Africa. Throughout his life, Cliff embraced evolution. From ska to reggae, from rocksteady to soul, he experimented, pushed boundaries, collaborated with global artists. He moved beyond being just a reggae singer, embracing music as a universal language and tool for social change. He remained active, touring, performing, connecting with fans globally well into his 70s. His spirit never dimmed. Jimmy Cliff's death marks the end of an era, but his music, his message, his soul endures. He helped globalize reggae, showing that its roots, deeply Jamaican, could bear universal fruit. His songs remain timeless. His voice continues to speak for the marginalized, the hopeful, the lovers, the dreamers. For millions across continents, Africa, Europe, the Americas. Cliff was more than a musician. He was a bridge, a voice, a force. Jimmy once said that music needs a message, especially now. As we mourn his passing, we should also celebrate his message. Love, resistance, unity, hope. Thank you, Jimmy Cliff, for the music, for the courage, for the soul. If you were touched by his songs, by his life, honor him. Play his music, share his story, and let the Lion of Judah's roar echo on.